Hello, greetings. Alright, we're back. New format here. Seems to be working pretty well. Well, we'll find out. Yeah, it's nice not having the Google logo up here. Just give that rest, and internet sometimes goes on and off. So these type of communications or channelings, I like doing the live ones, but maybe it's best to go about this way. It's a little bit less breaking up here and there. And right after I'm done, I just upload it. So having the Ivan logo in the beginning. If I had the Ivan logo in the beginning, it'd probably take 2 hours to render this thing. The love of technology. Maybe not that long, but anyway. So I just do this. I just channel this and upload it. Seems to work out pretty good so far. Alright, somebody's here. Most likely I'll do a couple of these. We'll see how things go, as I usually say. So, much love. Blessings. And see you on the other side, whatever side that is. Greetings. I am Maxwell. Blessings from the Blue Avians. We are here for you today to let you know of our connection with yours. Persistency in your society. Attention to detail is very much a Blue Avian way. Much of your species is a little bit of other species. I believe you're aware of this. Other species, Palladian, Arcturian, etc. Little bits of them is in you, creating this puzzle of complexities, which created a soul that is, yes, universal to what we are used to. More loud than others. You'd be surprised. Even more in-depth, more active than reptilians, meaning more powerful than a reptilian. You are. More than Anunnaki also. And yes, you are slightly Anunnaki in many ways. But you are also a more advanced version of them. You have a emotional side that they will never connect with. Also a speed about you also, which you have not fully connected with yet because you're at this density level, which is hard to connect to. But as you go, yes, there's very much activities in the air, I see. One moment. I believe you hear it. If not, they are around. Your helicopters. One moment. As you see in your reflection, you will begin to see a reflection of us in you. Palladian, Arcturian, etc. Also feeling more galactic in your coming years, depending on your level. But even those that are not, yes, those that are not even familiar with us, I believe will have a awakening here and there. That there's something a little bit more like a tap on the shoulder to some degree that we exist. A wonder. Only reason is because their spiritual energies is a little bit open than others, but still they don't fully understand. But that doesn't mean that we cannot nudge them a little bit. Their guides are allowing this, but also you're allowing this also, because you are partially ready, but not fully ready. Being partially ready is still quite a feat compared to others that are still on their own road, on their own roadmap that does not involve us. Not yet, at least. Yes, and that road travels far now, doesn't it? Our message to you is, yes, patience is a difficult one. But to be patient. But there's so much more to that. Your attention to detail is very much a blue avian way. And Palladian to some degree. A mix of us all. But as for the avian energies within you, marks a creativity that is of winged species, meaning flight within your art. I know that sounds very bizarre, but flight is free. Flight in your skies or in your universe is a freedom, is an independence that many of you actually wish to have and remember in your other lifetimes, and you're bringing it into this reality. And this attention also goes into children who are always aware of birds, but also some that seem a little bit more connected to them. As for always paying attention, because those birds are giving those children information, and such that they're doing to the adults also, but you're more disconnected at the adult age. Do you see that? This is another reason why I go to a detail. You can refine those details of our messages to you from your bird people without the clutter in your life. Clear it out. Allow the birds to speak to you. Yes, it's difficult, we realize. And there's some environments where you do not want to have a message, you just want to get out of the place that you are at, which is quite understandable. Such as traffic, because we see many that are connected to you. Part of your human ways. We do see your humans in the future, yes, have flight, meaning where you can fly on your own in your future time. Now that's sometime in your future. Yes, no time soon, but as for flight without technologies, as I said, that is a long ways to go. One moment. One thing to tell you though, your connection to Jupiter, Mars, is essential to your upbringing here. You can say in ways they're your grandfathers in this reality that would begin to show themselves more clearly as you begin to see lifetimes there, your past lives there, that gave you a reason to come into this lifetime. As many are on those planets, you saw this one being created, going into his state of mind and saying most of the time, depending on who you are, I want nothing to do with that incarnation, because that experience does not, it's interesting, but I'd rather see it from a distance than be close up. But eventually many do go into that incarnation, as you can tell. They take the leap, but many still have not, and they're still viewing it from those places. A place of Jupiter was very curious. They were, yes, of a higher density level, and they're still around. But at this time, they are assisting with chakra openings at this time. As for making aware of your Jupiter existence, Much of those are your teachers today in your schools. And some actually are part of your politician energies also. The reason being was, one moment, as for the politician energies of your time, is some of them have brought their knowledge into your society. As for structure, they brought their political structure here. Yes, I realize that your political structure is, yes, in chaos to some degree, but still they figured they can at least attempt to make it better to some degree, and some have, even if their intentions aren't exactly the best as for humankind. Some do have good intentions here and there, but the political structures of their planet have brought their energies to yours. Yes, they are close by. They feel like they're relatives. They have relevance here. They can contribute to you because they know you well. They feel like they've been here, but do not realize of their last lifetimes. And some of them actually are new incarnations on your world also that are not familiar with their past lives, but do have this constructive political system. Not to say it's anything like yours, but they're still part of a political system that they can at least adapt to yours and add their contribution, means as leadership. They can bring their leadership here. Even if it may be not the best leadership, it's still a contribution, meaning they have experience somewhere else. Of course, they do not remember that. Some do have past lives as for political lifetimes, and many don't because of karma. They did not reincarnate, not in that form. Because of the karma that came with it, it was like, Earth is the last place I'm allowed to go to anymore. Or at least I do not believe it would be a good idea. Because many politicians do have much negative energies after their stay. Not all, but many do, especially in your past. There's different types of politics, especially in your religions. They do exist. There is a politics there. I believe your understanding of that. Your pope, etc., is a politician in many ways. Just not seen that way, but you'd be surprised. Depending. It is different times for different settings. You'd be surprised. And that's one thing of attention to details. You bring your details into this reality from your galactic families. And some don't feel like they are seeing it in your reality. Of course not. Many have tunnel vision in this existence. That tunnel vision will eventually evaporate over time in each generation to come. It would just be a gradual process of awakening. That is all. Many are not ready. As I said, many are, yes, one way to call it, you are super glued to your existence and refuse to see beyond your tunnel vision. But that's not always the case. Not always. Some do look beyond that, which we would, no matter what way you look. If you're looking at the galactic energies, that is saying something. No matter if it's positive or negative, does not matter. You're paying attention to us. That's saying something. You might throw rocks at us, or you might send love out of the way. You're paying attention to us. That says a lot about your character, which is wonderful, and that will assist others to be part of the awakening process, no matter which direction they wish to be, positive or negative. That we do exist, we do not exist, they are paying attention to us, aren't they? That says a lot. And that says a lot about the person's galactic past also. That the door was open when they came into this reality. And they show attention to it for good reason. A moment. The alien structures will eventually come into your realities. As for knowing that is Palladian, that is Arcturian. Meaning the ways of your world. Meaning different things that are built, your devices, etc. on your planet. You will know that came from a Palladian world, that came from an Arcturian world, but you made it your own. That kind of detail will be coming into your reality over time. Given now, whatever, As you become more alien, you will see this in your culture as it rises into more of an alien awareness world. We gotta get timelines on this. That is up to you. As for first contact, no time soon, depending on your energies. At this time, it is not well for us to be on your environment. Many are still not knowing who they are. At least they don't have love for themselves. The more love you have for yourself, easier it is for us to connect with you. The more distant you are from you, the harder it is to connect with you, as you can tell. A moment. Also, the effects by your sun's vibration affects the way you think, the way you act. Many understand there's much galactic energies out there at this time that I don't believe humans are fully aware of. As for extraterrestrial activities, not to say they're all wars, but there's much activities that are going on. You can say skirmishes to a certain degree that affects your energy on this planet. I believe you understand that it does affect depression, happiness, etc. Weather patterns also. So we do have an effect on your planet. As we try to keep the vibration of your sun calm and clear, it is not always the case, depending on the being we are dealing with. So yes, you have hostilities here, and we have hostilities up there. Or you can say you have hostilities also, which you do, which you're affected by all things that are causing chaos in your world. It's not exactly individual, but as for human emotions, as for being tired easily, and etc., and other things of emotional status of discomfort is mostly what causes. As for violence, it can to a certain degree, but mostly not. But that one individual might go into that state of mind because the way they feel disconnected from themselves. They don't understand why. And they're also coming to a part of their timeline. Also, they had in another lifetime where they had much chaos in their lifetime. They're reenacting it because they have a cell memory. But they don't fully understand. They just realize rage is a good idea. It feels right. It's because they had rage in another lifetime that has been triggered in this one. But that's not always the case. But in some cases, that's true. But not your recent events at this time, though. It has nothing to do with that. But some do have that. Especially when you meet someone from another lifetime that they had an issue with. A lot of cell memory comes back as a warning in some degree, or just brings a lot of emotional baggage that needs to be released, or mostly understood. But some do not know how to react to it and go in a negative way. One moment. As for your Earth at this time, it is going through a cleanse, yes, a slow one. You can say you're getting just hair of energy, of awareness. Many shifts are on the way. Even those that are not aware of our energies, there's always a shift happening to a certain degree as a wave of energy, different waves of energy to take you to a place you wish to go into as for manifestation, but also as much political climate that is changing many lives at this time. All at once, we see, to a certain degree. As for the political environments do cause a culture change to a certain degree, is where we're going at with that. And many have fear around that, as we see, of uncertainty. And understand that fear does not help your society at all. It does lower your vibration. Just letting you know. You don't have to listen to me. As you see the chaos between each candidate, you realize it would be much better if you had much love for each other instead of this stress and anger towards each other. It will raise your vibration. If you wish to have a lower vibration, anger is the way to go, as many are going, because that's what you know best. Many are angry here because they had an incarnation here because I don't know why they came into this incarnation. They do not understand. Yes, it's a test, but also can be used as a wife at the spa. Also, It is not to be seen as a test. It can be seen as a learning experience, but nothing. But it can be used as a place of joy also. It does not have to be all gloom and doom as you have in your culture. Of course, you know many do connect with that. Is to bring more of a happy face into your reality. That's very calmness to it. Yes, a big smile would be good, but it can be within. It doesn't have to be on the outside all the time. Your society isn't always adapted to that, but within, happy with oneself is, yes, a journey for many, as we see. And not worry about who's going to be in these candidates or whatever it might be. What about you? Is there love there for you? Yes, we realize this has been mentioned many times, but many aren't aware of it. So busy looking out, never looking in. Now would be a good time as many come together for his political togetherness to reconnect also spiritually. Or at least connect to you. You are all spiritual beings. No matter whoever says whatever, you can call yourself whatever you want. It's still an energy within your soul. Your soul is energy. You can call it, you don't have to call it spirituality, you call it whatever you want. You are still energy. And you are infinite also. And to connect with that would bring much happiness to your realities. We will leave you be at this time. We are the Blue Avians. We love you so much in this reality, though.